This is totally unfair. How come James gets to go to the mainland and I don't? I'm stuck on Sodor doing the same old jobs. I know what to do. I'll play a cheeky trick on James. That way, I'll get to go to the mainland. By the way, cue the intro. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be reviewing on the very last good Thomas the Brain's movie of the franchise. And that is none other than Journey Beyond Sodor. So let's get to the plot. The plot is Henry is unable to go to the mainland due to his accident at Fakerstown. So the Top Hat has sent James to take his trucks for him. But unfortunately, Thomas has tricked James. So James is forced to work on Thomas's branch line, which has made it difficult. But on Thomas's way to Burlington Goods Yard, he has run out of coal, which he's met up with two experimental engines named Lexi and Theo, which they cared for him, which I'm surprised. But then later, he ends up in this steelworks, and he's also met up with these two engines called Hurricane and Frankie, which they turn out to be villains. Excuse me, back what I was saying. They turn out to be villains, which I'll get to later. And they tell Thomas that they know about Burlington Goods Yard until sometime later. Hurricane tells Thomas that he has delivered his cars for him, but they unfortunately refuse to let him go back to Sodor and tells him that they have to help them in return, which makes James have to go to the mainland and help Thomas. When we'll place that, which makes James go to the mainland and find Thomas and bring him safely back to Sodor. And that's pretty much what the plot is. I'm going to tell you all a story. Back in 2017, when Mattel/Universal first announced this movie, I was really hyped for it. That's when Mattel started taking over the Thomas the Brain franchise. And I wasn't happy about it one bit. Because like I said, this was the last good Thomas the Brain movie in the franchise before Nia and Rebecca started replacing Edward and Henry in 2018, which was the events of Big World Big Adventures. I don't want to get started on that. And this was also the last Thomas the Friends movie to be distributed by Hit Entertainment, I think. By the way, let's stop wasting time and get to my thoughts on the movie. Let's get to the songs. It is Somebody Has to Be the Favorite. Song by James. That's got to be this good song. Somebody has to be the favorite. Somebody has to be around. Somebody has to be away for it all. Somebody on song. Get to see the world and try far away. But it's a place they always have to stay. You know? It's sort of unfair that my sister Tara gets to go to California and I don't. And the song, and let's get to the song Who's Thomas? Sung by this queen called Beresford who dropped the boat in Thomas's way. I personally don't like that song because it's a bit pointless. Beresford not really knowing who Thomas is? That's just a bit pointless. Wait a minute, I said that away, didn't I? Not a what? I mean, Thomas. Thomas is go. Let's go. Oh. Go on. And one of my favorite songs in this movie is The Hottest Place in Town, sung by Hurricane and Frankie, when they were showing Thomas around the steelworks. This is a good time to sing this song, especially during the summertime. This song is the most suitable song during the summertime. Don't you other Thomas fans agree with me? This is the hottest place in town. We'll warm you up when you're feeling down. We'll make a smile out of every frown. And what's... Oh. And this very emotional song, I Want to Go Home, sung by Thomas. This is very emotional. It makes me want to cry. I feel really bad for Thomas that he misses all his friends back on Sodor. I felt really bad for Thomas. Wait, I already said that, didn't I? I miss all my other friends at school. Because I can't believe this stupid COVID-19 pandemic is still going. It really needs to stop now. Because these politics care about money more than us people. Same with Hurricane and Frankie. caring about their work more than Thomas. Don't get me wrong, I love Hurricane and Frankie. Because now let's get to my favorite part of the movie. James's complaint about the sheep blocking his line when he was working on Thomas's branch line. Then his thing when he was about to say, when he was about to blow his whistle, I've had enough. This is boring. This is how I feel about this pandemic still going. Then about the scene when James was at Burlington goods yard working for Thomas. Then asked two of the Merwin diesels if they had seen Thomas, but neither of them seen him. But the trucks have. When I saw that Burlington goods yard, it looks very familiar to me to the one from the Great Railway Show in the 2016 movie The Great Race. When I saw that, when I first watched it on YouTube, I was like, hey, what the heck? That looks familiar. Seriously? Have the writers lost their minds? That must be a continuity error. Now let's get to the song We Can't Do Anything, sung by Lexi and Theo. Seriously, I don't get why people don't like Lexi and Theo. Especially this one user, Trainboy54. I'm glad Lexi and Theo admit that they were kinda odd. I'm gonna get to the best character of this movie. The best character has to be Merwin, not to be confused with Merwin the Wizard from Disney's The Sword and the Stone. And he's voiced by none other than Hugh Bonneville. I heard he was in the live-action movies Paddington 1 and 2. I haven't seen either of them, but I will someday when I get the chance. I really love his catchphrase, Invisibility on! Now, when we get to the Crimex scene, the Crimex scene is pretty good, but strange too. And that scene where Thomas was being hoisted by a magnet in the steelworks, and when Theo was trying to get him down, it was crazy but insane at the same time. I think someone worked at Mattel watched that scene in Looney Tunes Rabbits 1 where Daffy was trying to help Bugs save Laura from being killed. I think that Mattel employee was just like, maybe I'll use that scene for the movie. And that scene where Frankie was crying about no help at all, then Thomas suggests Lexi, Theo, and Merwin should help Hurricane and Frankie with the steelworks. Now let's get to the best song of this movie. It doesn't matter if you prove that you're the very best, but what would happen when you put your friendship to the test? Never mind about who is the favorite. The most important thing is being friends. The most important thing is being friends. That's why my all-time favorite song from Journey Beyond Sodor is The Most Important Thing is Being Friends, because it teaches us a good moral about friendship. Overall, I have nothing else to say about this movie, and I give it, of course, a 9 out of 10. It's my favorite movie of 2017. But if you don't like it, that's fine. I can handle your opinion. And my next review is... Oh my god! I have to do an extreme rant on the 2011 remake on the Will Engine that could. But anyways, this is me signing off, and goodbye!
What did I miss?